Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Kingdoms of Amalur. Reckoning. This is Reckoning, not Re-Reckoning. And we're going to do a little bit of a field trip for the Scolia Arcana. Because we may be archsages, but we still do have to do our bit. You know, we have to do our job, we have to do our assignments, because apparently, occasionally we have to do, although, the page turner is the one with the test. This is, something's killing our initiates. Can you see what it is? Okay. Yep. There we go. Unfortunate fishman. Yeah, there's a door. And some traps, which are probably... Yep, snappers. Oh, the snappers attack the enemies too. Neat. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. Cool. Let's see what's over here. Okay, cool. Now we're going to go around here a little bit. Royal Signet. Interesting. Here we go. There we go. Only got the one? Aww. Yeah, you're not getting there, making it. That was pretty simple. But then again, I'm really massively overleveled for this area. Okay. Here we go. Then we'll go out. That took very little time. Okay. Why am I going to moon camp? There we go, because I misclicked, that's why. Let's go up to the Scolia Arcana. Actually, I'm assuming this is going to be under items. You, like some others, have assumed the monumental task of exploring the many facets of magic. This examination normally given to initiates upon the first year of their studies to serve as an introduction to our practices and methods concerning magic. The information continue within the ominous arcana sealed against unofficial usage, so rest assured that reading this will not result in your unofficial demise. Right. In the pages of this tome, you will embark upon an adventure of knowledge. Your quest is perhaps the greatest of all callings, study magic itself. The mages of our order have always been those ready to endure the rigors of research. Excuse me. This test will introduce the foundation of magical inquiry, a process which you will find integral to your studies during your time in the Scolia Arcana. You must go to the Rathier Chapter House courtyard. There you will find a statue of a woman. Go observe the statue. Okay. So, magic in this setting.
Curios, talismans, items of power.
The sorcery abilities that we get that we use in fighting are specifically combat magic, battle magic. They are not all of magic. In fact, in terms of, we're weird for an Archsage in this setting apparently, because Archsages would be all about the battle magic, but our alchemy's pretty high and our sagecraft is pretty high, so we are a fairly good mate.
A stroll up here always calms my spirit.
We are fairly legitimately an expert in magic.
Good day.
Statue of a woman. Here we go. Consult the text. Eleanor Bria was one of the founders of our order. Sorceress Bria was born some 800 years ago into a life of bondage. She was blind and low salfar from Glyn Suthain. She suffered under rule of the dictator Kiara Sedanis, who I killed. Yet she, like you, possessed natural talent for magic. Eleanor Bria harnessed this gift to not only escape slavery, but to ultimately free Arethel of Sedanis' rule. She did this through discipline, through a determined commitment to learning the ways of the arcane. Eleanor Bria represents our hope to our students. The first lesson to learn from Eleanor is one for all our order. Eleanor Bria was but one of the founders because she was the only one gifted with the use of magic. Some consider her the true progenitor of the Scolia Arcana, but were it not for her allies, she would never have succeeded. The other statues in the courtyard represent the other two founders of the Scolia Arcana. Remember them well, for it is your quest to become as great a sorceress as Bria herself. You will undoubtedly need the help of others. Second lesson to learn from Eleanor is at the heart of magical study. Eleanor Bria is among the first sorcerers to standardize the use of elements in her spellcasting. Before her, magic was a mysterious and imperfect practice. Even the ancient Order of Ash, one of the oldest societies of magic users in all Amalur, were as wild and ungoverned then as we are orderly and precise today. Eleanor Bria showed us a better way. She linked these elemental energies into a singular rubric. The three elements of fire, frost, and lightning were categorized, and the art of evocation finally realized. Were it not for her understanding, we would hardly be able to command magic as we do today. So why was that Empress still better? I guess she was just natural talent. I guess you could stumble into it. Third and final lesson to learn here is that of discipline. Eleanor Bria was not born a usurper. She did not become one of the most powerful mages in all the Feylands in the course of a day. It did not happen accidentally, but through years and years of intense practice. It is your wish to become similarly proficient. You must devote yourself to learning as she did, or be some weird anomaly of fate that lets you just edit it in really rapidly. This will require hours of reading each day. It will involve dangerous and sometimes terrifying experiences. It will test your will and patience as no other obstacle can. And should you be able to continue this regimen, you will undoubtedly become as great as Eleanor Bria herself. Indeed, most applicants of the Scolia Arcana cannot face their potential. Those that can rarely achieve it. Until now, none have been able to surpass their potential, but this may change with you. For this next part of this lesson, you must go to Thrythlind Bridge, stand there and contemplate the bridge. I don't know if I can surpass my potential because they weren't
Greetings,
able
Archsage.
to identify my potential because of the whole fate doesn't work with me thing. Okay.
Archsage.
Please don't be a really, really long... I'm
A
reading
stroll
through
up
these
here
really
always
quickly.
calms
I
my
do like reading these. I like the lore. Okay. But I don't want to spend an entire video just... Well, I am going to end up
Students of
spending an
magic,
entire
masters of
video
spells.
doing a lot of reading in this case.
How fare you, sister?
But I want to limit the amount of time I spend reading. Here we go. Read the empty tome? What? That is weird. In the courtyard, you learn the first three principles of method, unity, harmony, and discipline. These three tenets are at the foundation of every student's education as much as the bridge is the foundation of Thrythlind. The bridge is a legacy of permanence and dedication. Originally, the Alfar who settled the Twilight coast would take a skiff or rowboat to reach the Spire Rock. This was treacherous voyage that ended with as many boats smashed upon the rocks as there were safely harbored. This bridge was built very early on in Thrythlin's construction through the combined effort of Doc Alfar settlers. There are two lessons to be learned at the Thrythlind Bridge. The first is an extenuation of the principle of unity. For here you can bear witness to what is possible when you work with others. The Thrythlind Bridge is a symbol for the Doc Alfar people, one of perseverance and loyalty. The grandeur of Thrythlind is visible from afar, but once on the bridge you can truly see its magnificence. The construction of Thrythlind took many people working together in difficult conditions. They were able to build one of the most elegant and elaborate cities known to Alfar. This is why the lesson of the Thrythlind Bridge embodies the principle of proof. In all knowledge, there is always proof of that knowledge. Look at the Thrythlind Bridge and witness proof of Eleanor Bria's unity. The second lesson is the principle of duality. The bridge is an exit and an entrance, both to Thrythlind and the Twilight coast. You decide which, and in your decision you illuminate the other aspect of this lesson, choice. Your studies at the Scolia Arcana will be exacting, your teachers will be austere in their technique. At times you will feel as if you have no autonomy to pursue your own interests, but this bridge represents that dichotomy. In one direction lies a historic city of knowledge, beauty, and the arts. In the other direction lies the Twilight coast, a blood-soaked, war-torn battlefield. There was once a stretch of idyllic farms and fishing villages. Both paths lead to exploring the greater world beyond the Thrythlind gates. You are singular amongst our order in that you have the ability to determine your own fate. Take full advantage of your unique freedom by recognizing duality in all things. When you are done meditating upon these lessons, proceed to the village of Amalur in Candrian. Interesting. I would have thought that's a weird... Okay, this is really beautiful. It won't let me get the whole look that I got before. But I am. Oh, that wasn't a great view. Oh well. Okay, cool. I was trying to get a good view, but it didn't work very
How
well.
fare you, sister?
So, Amalur. How fare I, sister? Mas manos. Come see, come saw. Ma. What do you want me to look at over here? Examine the tome. Melaglir sits at the heart of Candrian, the land named after the family who has ruled for generations. The village is well defended from Tuatha raiders, bandits, and the wild fae that roam the plains of Erythel. There are many threats to Candrian, and the kings and lords who rule here must always be ready for conflict. The lesson to be learned in Melaglir is the principle of preparation. For centuries, Candrian Keep has been a bastion of strength for the Alfar people. The early kings of Candrian protected all of Erythel from the threats of Durek or Jotun invasion. Candrian Keep was the only fortress to withstand Kiara Sidonis' might. In times of crisis, the kings of Candrian would house the villagers within the walls of the keep. Candrian Guard, as well as militia, kept the peace throughout the villages and countryside. The people of Candrian were always prepared and thus able to survive. The survival of Melaglir is a testament to the importance of preparation, whereas the previous lessons facilitate the success in the Scolia Arcana. This lesson will help you survive. Students of the Scolia Arcana are frequently and woefully unprepared to deal with magic. It is a volatile and hazardous force, and there is no room for imprudent experimentation in our order. Those who do not heed this lesson are liable to suffer and unwittingly cause others to harm. I would say cause harm to others would be better. Melaglir stands as a warning to any who would delve into the secrets of magic. Prepare appropriately or suffer the consequences. When you are ready, proceed to the Candrian countryside. Is there a jump-off point? There is. Where do you want me to go? You want me to go there. So, now let me check something out real quick. Yeah, Candrian. This area. Okay. Kind of like Odorath. Oh, you want just around this rock here. This is interesting. There's so many different encounters going on here. It hit me when I was falling down because my chakram went up into the air. No space. Oh dear. I think we need to make a trip to drop off some of this stuff. Oriator's Shield. That's a lot. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. What am I supposed to do now? Breed the tome. Okay. You have arrived at the final lesson forming the foundation of magical inquiry. Of everything that you will learn at the Scolia Arcana, the most valuable lesson will be the principle of observation. The mastery of the elements or the ability to invoke powerful sorcery is useless without an understanding of one's surroundings. An environment is a complex system of interrelated attributes. In order to function within one, you must be aware of the boundaries and rules of that system. Many of our order become myopic, closeted academicians, too concerned with their own learning to apply it to the world. Others haphazardly conduct their research in a hostile and unpredictable world. Both of these avenues end in failure to face your potential or to successfully achieve it. All of the previous principles are useless without observation. Learn to regard your surroundings in as many ways as possible. Explore and consider the people around you. Melaglir is an example of preparation, but is also a lesson in observation. village has dwindled since the beginning of the war. The young were enlisted, and many others moved to safer locales. The once serene farmland of Kandrian is now rife with bandits and monsters because Lord Kandrian hides in his keep like so many of our reclusive sages. He's dead now. Similarly, the principle of duality inheres in observation. You have the freedom to control your fate, and your every decision is informed by your perception of your surroundings. Look, Lord Kandrian refuses to fight the Tuatha. Book, he's dead now. There's a new Lord Kandrian, and he's very gung-ho about it, and he cannot make a wise judgment from behind stone walls. The battle you just faced is a direct result of Lord Kandrian's poor understanding of the principle of duality because of ignorance of the existing conditions. Observation is the main tool with which we discover proof. It requires discipline in order to be effective. You may not be the most dutiful student of the principle of observation, but if you hadn't prepared for that battle, you would have perished. It was kind of weak. In order to be prepared, you must first have immersed yourself into your surroundings and become aware of the dangers posed in this land. To conclude this examination, return to Savant Idris Theonin. Your future may lay outside the purview of the Scolia Arcana, however you will benefit from adhering to the methods of our order when you are tested. Okay. Time to go do a test. We'll go ahead and finish that out here. I think what that was is you go to a specific point in the game, but within the narrative of the story, the book just has you wandering around the countryside until you get attacks. And then, oh,
The
this
captain
is
of
the
the watch
lesson.
corrupt and murdered?
This is the lesson you
Goods
need
for
to
sale.
learn. You need to learn.
Move along. Do not miss Leogriff's many marvels.
All who love Lyria should seek the Orison at the temple.
It's like nothing else I've known. Okay. Okay. We are going to go get a test done.
The Elune speaks. The Orbicon.
The Overcunt governs. Got
Good
it.
day.
Good day. Okay, so we're going to go over here. I thought there were more
Greetings, Archsage.
quests around this area than this.
Excellent job. You've earned a Scolia Arcana stipend, if nothing else. Now, let's see what you've learned. What was the point of your final lesson?
Okay. Principle of duality.
No, that is all wrong. Were this the official exam, you would have failed miserably.
What?
What? Welcome to the chapter library. Please be careful with the text. Some are quite... Goodbye, then.
Wait, I can only do it once? That's... okay, we failed. Oh dear. Okay. Not sure what...
Your inquiry was successful. Please, take this to cover travel and any other expenses.
It was observation. Black. Okay. Completed? Is that now incompleted? It was a page turner? Yep. Unable to answer, and I failed the test. Interesting. The final thing would mention so many different things. Okay, dangerous game. Still need to kill some Crudox and Kobolds. Life's work. Those are in here somewhere. I'll look them up. Rogue Harvest. Dangerous games. I think that's everything. Okay. See you in a little bit.